Hello, our beautiful souls. You've reached Joanne and Elizabeth here at World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. This is your home, my loves. All you beautiful, divine feminine, twin flame, positive polarities that are navigating this cray-cray, and I mean cray-cray, twin flame journey. If you are in a twin flame connection, this is the place for you to balance your energy and to magnetize your twin flame. It is the truth in this journey. And this is why we created this channel, is to give as many of you that are on this journey the path to your twin flame. We want you to be with your twin flame. So we are not keeping information away from you getting closer to your twin flame, which is your soul. So welcome, my loves. Why am I so confident in how we help other beautiful souls? Well, the reason why I'm so confident is me and Elizabeth are both in permanent relating experiences with our twin flames. We are balancing this energetic connection daily. And so we know the type of energy you sustain and maintain with your person. And not only that, my loves, we know exactly how to help you magnetize your twin flame. We have clients that message us all the time. They email us all the time. Just days in their program. They're working on their twin flame detox. Their person is running, or they haven't heard or seen their person in years. And as soon as they start their detox, just days in their program, they get a contact. They run into their person. Their person wants to see them. And you know what we always say, Arles? We say, of course. We absolutely say, of course, because we know how this connection works. And it's not a surprise, because those that go all in our programs, they experience life-changing shifts that helps them get deeper in soul, and it literally brings them their soul. Just check out all the comments here. From here, here, here. I can do this all day, literally. Here, 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 here. And why do we share this? We share this because we want you to have hope. We want you to know this is real. We just had a call with one of our clients who has had a really rough past years, and just really rough, so rough that everyone thought that she was crazy. Everyone thought that she was insane. And lo and behold, she did our program. Her person came back, not even close to being done with her detox. And she called us to thank us for having this detox available for her, realizing she is on this journey. She is not crazy. And she was crying on the call, my loves, because this is a really hard journey to be in. And finally, she belongs, like really belongs, because she knows that she's not alone. And it just felt so good. When me and Elizabeth hung up, I was like, love, this is why we created Cup of Joe. We created this because we knew that this journey is really hard, and there's not a lot of truths out there. A lot of the information that's out there are soulmate information, and so the advice they give you is the exact advice that pushes your person. And there's also a lot in there that do not teach balancing the way that me and Elizabeth balance our people every day. So welcome. This video topic we have today is really, really helpful in this journey, because what is keeping your person from you? Well, it is leaks, my love. It's push. It's your energy going to them, keeping them from you, because your twin flame wants to be in your space. They want to be with you. They have to be with you, especially when you are in soul, because they are your soul. So listen in and get deep in this topic. This is the perfect time for you to really get deep and choose you. Valentine's Day is coming up, my love. This is the ultimate time. This is the perfect time to gift yourself the truths in this journey and to experience this life-changing experience, to get deeper in soul, to balance your twin flame. And we're giving 30% off everything in our holiday store. Click on the link from our 30-day twin flame detox, which again is amazing. There's just no words that really explains what happens in that transformation and really finding out what this journey is about. To our ultimate balancing program, where we guide you step by step from the first text, the first call, first intimate experience, all the way to a permanent relating experience. And the reason why we made the balancing program, my love, is because the detox worked so much that we had so many beautiful souls reaching out to us for, hey, what now? What do I do now? My person's back. How do I balance this? What about this? What about this? So we had to make it for all of you that were just needing this next step of balancing in your journey. So welcome, and now let's get deep. Go ahead, love.
Here's the question. Hi, Elizabeth and Joanne. I'm wondering if something that I do is pushing my twin flame away is in and of itself push energy. Lately, I'm feeling that I don't care if anything I do or feel pushes or doesn't push my twin flame or is push energy. I feel like I'm getting to a place where I think, do, or feel whatever I want to without considering how it affects my person. To me, that feels like a nice, neutral, and balanced state, but I'm wondering your thoughts about that. Is that feeling of I don't care if I push or if I don't push what you feel in a state of surrender and no preference? Do you two ever personally care if you push or don't push your person, or is that something that you don't even think about or care about in this stage of your journey? Thank you. I love this question because it is so relevant to so many people. We've been asked this time and time and time again in questions in our YouTube and as well as in client calls. So here's my answer. Yes, you worrying about if you are pushing or not pushing is in and of itself push. Why? Because the focus is on what your person is thinking, doing, and feeling in regards to you and what you're doing. When you're not pushing is in that state of I don't give an F that we talk about. I don't give an F if what I'm doing pushes or doesn't push my person. I'm choosing me. I'm doing what will make me happy. And whatever their thoughts on it or whatever their feelings is on it is irrelevant to me. So if you at any time catch yourself worrying about, oh my gosh, am I pushing right now? Boom, you know that your intention is off. Your intention has now been switched and focused on your person. So the right way in this energetic space is to say, if the mind starts saying, uh-oh, I wonder if I just pushed, bring it back to you. So you would do this by saying, you know what? I know I see my intention is off. I'm going to bring it back to me. How do I feel right now? What's going on within me right now? And that's sort of how you switch the focus and bring your intention back to you. So here's what I want to say. What you're talking about in that state of I don't care, I do care, that is neutrality, my love. That is the sweet spot. That is the space that so many beautiful souls crave being in, and they don't even realize it because they probably do not know what it even feels like. What do you mean, the space of neutrality? Neutrality, my loves, who have not experienced it, is like bliss. Bliss in the sense of your mind has been so overactivated with the energy. It has been so all consumed by thoughts of your person day and night, day and night, day and night, and every moment in between. Neutrality feels like a breath of fresh air, a bit of freedom from the mind, stillness. It feels almost magical. It feels like peace. It feels like I can go the rest of my life and I can be satisfied and grateful for this moment now without needing anything else outside of me. That's what neutrality is. So when you said it in your question, yes, that was such a beautiful place to be in the, I don't care if they come, if they don't, I'm good. And I want you to know, the more and more you're balanced, yes, you get to this place. Joanne and I, we are at this place where we don't think about anything we do and how it affects our person. We always bring it back to us. And it's the shift that we feel so many beautiful souls at. And you really know that you have transitioned into this very, very magnetic state when you do only worry about how is this affecting me, and the thoughts about how it's going to affect your person no longer even come to mind. That is a permanent shift, and I say that with certainty because I've been experiencing it the last few years of my life as I've balanced. The more and more I balance, there are no thoughts in how is this affecting him, no matter what I say. Even when I know I've pushed, when I know I pushed, for example, the other day I said something that I knew was push energy. My mind was sort of activated and I knew I said something push out. And instead of worrying about is he going to pull or not, because my mind doesn't even go there, instead I say, why did I just do that? What's going on within me that got me to be in mind and spew this energy out? Again, not focused on what it was doing to him, but focus on what was going on within me that I would even do that in the first place. And as soon as I felt into that energy, okay, I did that because something was going on within me. I pulled that energy in and focused on how do I neutralize this so I can come back to this place of peace within myself. And as soon as I did that, it was fine. And to be quite honest, even though I pushed that little bit out, because I never cared how it affected my person, he was still there, right beside me, not pulling. Because that's the difference. You can push out energy, but if you're doing it from a place of, I don't give enough of how it affects them, you're technically not pushing because you're still choosing you. You're being in a place where you're not thinking you're separate. You're not focused on how they are separate from you and how they are feeling. You're instead focusing on you. So, Joanne, what are your thoughts on that? Because I'm sure you've experienced very similar experiences. And like I said, I love this question because even though it is sort of basic for some of the newbies, I feel like we can bring an elevated response to this for those that have been practicing this for a while. And I feel like it can be relevant to everyone, regardless of their stage and their journey, because this is all energy. We are teaching you from the space of separation and dark night all the way into balancing, and the answer will pertain to a wide range of all of you guys going through your own personal journeys. It's relevant to everyone. Go ahead, my love.
Yeah, I agree with you, love. There comes this point in this state of neutrality where you just really don't give an F anymore. And you'll hear me and Elizabeth say, well, so, this is what happened. I totally saw him pull, but I don't give an F, right? You go into this place of I don't give an F. Well, why does that neutralize your addictive energy? Why does that neutralize push energy? Why does that allow you to balance your person, the state of neutrality? Not giving an F, right? Not caring about whether you pushed your person or didn't push your person. You focused right back into presence. You realign back into soul. I don't care what happened 2 seconds ago. I'm going to realign back now because I know that I'm still going to live in this body and this mind. I'm still going to live with this mind around repeating obsessive addictive energy regarding this person, even though you're as balanced as you can be. It still comes up, right? You could be the most balanced person, and out of nowhere, your mind brings in fears. Your mind brings in all of the things that happened during your separation. Your mind brings in, why if I push too much? Your mind brings in, this is one that Elizabeth always tells me, why if soul isn't enough? She'll say that. And she hasn't done it in a while because she's so balanced. But she used to say the biggest fear was, why if soul isn't enough? And when you hear this out loud, it sounds crazy, right? I don't give an F. I trust my soul and I surrender to my soul. I don't care if I pushed 2 seconds ago. I'm going to realign back to soul and I'm going to choose me. And I think that's the state that you have where you don't even care anymore if things push Because when you realign back to soul, you're no longer pushing. And so this is why we really encourage you to listen to your resonance, to follow your inner guidance system, right? Because everybody's leaks are different. And so if you're looking to other people to determine what your leaks are, and you're going back and reevaluating, oh, did I push here? Oh, what about this here? You're no longer listening to you. You're no longer feeling into what resonates for you. You're no longer listening to your energy. Am I in addictive energy right now? Am I in the lower scales of energy, or am I in neutrality? And soul doesn't give an F. That is why you're right back into neutrality as soon as you stop giving an F. Giving an F is mine. Giving an F cares about what your person's doing, thinking, feeling. Giving an F puts you in that state where you have a preference and an expectation towards your person, and your intent is off. So yes, we want to make sure you're conscious and you're not allowing your mind to go cray-cray and be in addictive energy and ruminate on your person. And then you're starting to pray for your person. You're starting to send healing energy to person. We want you to be conscious, obviously, and not working on these things that will push your person. Let's get real. You don't want to be in a place where you care if you push your person. But if you're constantly ruminating, well, that's going to push your person, whether you like it or not. You can ruminate all you want. Addictive energy is coming out between your person. And yes, I can say, okay, fine. I don't care if this pushes him, and I'm just going to keep ruminating. I don't care if this pushes him. I'm going to keep listening to tarot readings. I don't care if this pushes him. I'm going to go talk to a psychic. That's not the don't give an F. That is a giving an F, because seeking psychics, right? Listening to tarot readings, sending healing energy, sending things for your divine masculine, right? Figuring out if you're in the feminine or the masculine energies, that has nothing to do with the journey. The journey is your walk back into yourself as soul, to coming back home to the soul that you are, to recognizing that those questions that are coming up is mind, and you are the observer of those thoughts, emotions, and worries that the mind has. And so that's when the not giving an F becomes so natural, because there's nothing for you to do, right? There's nothing for me to do. So when the mind worries, am I pushing? I'm being right now. My thoughts might go to my person, but I'm not my thoughts. So I'm going to watch those thoughts that go to my person, and then I'm going to be conscious, and I'll allow myself to be back into this present moment. This is a very, very conscious process, right? Even though the most newest twin flame might hear this and be like, well, I didn't know that was push. Or someone who's very, very advanced give themselves such a hard time because their mind started thinking about their person, and they realize, well, I'm pushing and I didn't want to push. And so now you're pushing. You have to get to a place where there is that sense of, I don't give an F because I'm choosing me. Because if you are still doing addictive energy things for your person, that is push. There will get to a place where you don't care. Anything that you're doing for you will impact your person. And at that state, you are very magnetic, and you're choosing you. You're following your resonance. You listen to your inner guidance system. You feed what brings you joy instead of what makes you be in fear. Because that's what fear is. Fear is afraid of pushing your person, right? That's fear-based energy. I'm worried this is pushing my person because I ultimately want my person, right? That's a preference. When you are your person, and there's this peace within where it's I don't even care how this impacts them, because I'm in so much joy within myself that I don't need anything from them to know I'm whole and complete. And that's that sweet spot that Elizabeth was talking about, where you are pure neutrality, where you are pure being, and there's nothing that you can essentially do that pushes your person. And so that's when we say we don't really care, right? I don't care that these thoughts came up. I'm not my thoughts. I'm going to go back to soul. I don't care if I accidentally pushed 2 seconds ago because I know I'm not the addictive energy that caused me to push 2 seconds ago. And that's why we always give you guys grace. There is this like fear within the community that if you push so much, you're never, ever, ever, ever going to bring your twin flame back, which is BS, by the way. And we know that firsthand from amazing experiences with twin flames where their person has them blocked, the person has never talked to them for years, for so many years, and they align, they balance, and they run into their person. So we know that this energetic dance is constantly evolving consistently the same way. You focus on you, you stop focusing on your person, you stop trying to figure out what your person's doing, thinking, feeling, right? If this is pushing towards my person, again, that's focused on your person. And you start bringing it back to you. And so this is what makes our channel really unique, is when we hear you focus on your person, we bring you back to yourself. We bring you back to realignment. We bring you back to focusing on you. So the really beautiful question that you just asked, like, I really don't care if anything pushes him anymore because I'm really focused on me. That's amazing. That's the state that me and Elizabeth are in. We really don't care. I'll say things that I used to think pushes because I'm so balanced. Nothing really pushes him anymore. I could be in all scales of energies. None of that involves him, right? It could be about my family. It just doesn't have anything to do with him. The reason being is because he's me. And I've completely allowed myself to align with the piece of being whole, complete, not need anything from him, to where I am whole. And so when you get to the state of worrying, figuring out, trying to make sure that you're not pushing, and I'm quoting that, you are essentially pushing because you're worrying, you're figuring out, and you're trying to have an outcome with your twin flame. When this connection is of soul and you are already one. So there's nothing to try to figure out. There's nothing to try to be worried about. It's very natural to be in this place of neutrality because soul doesn't give an F. It's mind that has the stories, and it's mind that has to figure it out. It's mind that's trying to work it all out and try to make sure everything matches, right? Soul is. And soul is an acceptance of what this moment offers right now. I'm going to surrender to it. I'm going to allow it to be because my soul knows. My soul knows there's no thing that keeps me away from my soul when I focus completely on me. And that's how you start to not giving enough anymore, because you're looking at what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. And we have told you guys time and time again, right? This journey is about you. I know the mind doesn't want to hear that, but that's the part where you start shifting, when you start to recognize like, oh my gosh, this journey is so beautiful. It chose me to uncover me, to choose me. Over and over and over and over again. And as soon as I forget me, my person starts to pull again because I'm forgetting to focus on me. And that's where you just stop trying to figure them out. You start trying to figure you out. You're going to have moments, the more balanced you are, and you all know, all you beautiful souls who's listening, who's practiced this balanced energy where you're really focused on you, you're going to get to a point where you don't give an F. You don't give an F. Whether your person's next to you, whether they text you, whether they want to see you, and they see and want and crave you more and more and more, the more and more you're not giving an F, because that is your soul. Your soul does not give an F. Your soul is your person. Your soul is one. So you worrying, figuring out, trying to make sure there's no push that you're doing in regards to them is you staying away from the soul that you are. You're keeping yourself from this present moment when you can just surrender to this now and be in that place where I don't care. I'm going to focus on me. There's nothing for me to do but be. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.